The starboard ain't big enough for the both of us.
It sure ain't, boy.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our coverage of the Division One of the CSC Challenger Series. Kind of freaked out. I heard a weird noise before we got going here. I was like, "What is that? What is going on here?" Yeah, overwhelmed. Here we go. But you should be overwhelmed. Our top four is getting ready to progress here as we got Mike Maloney taking on Mike Carter in what should be a good battle here to see who's going to face Ram Guevara in our Hill match. What do you say, Sean?
I feel like you just saw like Margot Robbie down the road and just got tongue twisted for like a little bit.
It threw me off. I was like, what is that noise? Did you hear it as well, or was it just me?
I think it was just you. I'm not positive on that. It could have been, I don't know. But anyway, it's going to be a great matchup tonight. Mike versus Mike. Just depending on the location of where that mic is located is going to kind of make the difference here. The Cantina in Oswego versus Bull Shooters in Phoenix. It's two guys that have been playing with us since the very get-go. It's really cool to see Mike Carter making this run to the top four. Let's see if he can continue this epic streak of winning matches. And to be honest, if Mike Maloney is going to get beat this season, he's gotten out of 2 9-8 matches so far. So really anything can happen this season.
You're right. Anything can, but it's gonna be awfully tough to beat that NPR of Mike Maloney tonight. Let's just be 100% real. And just based on some things that I know ahead of time, Mike had a fun weekend, and that being Mike Carter. So we'll see exactly what goes down here tonight. I'm gonna give the big nod towards Mike Maloney. No bias or anything. I got it tonight. I got it. I'll lean in on it this evening.
And as you should, honestly. Yeah. And there are going to be people that vote that Mike Carter's going to win tonight, and those are going to be his friends. And the people that like watch darts though very much and understand that Mike Carter had a very good weekend in Las Vegas, Nevada, where good weekends are had. It's going to be tough for him to come out here ice cold and try to defeat Mike Maloney, but that actually could be a good thing. To not have to like think about that. You just had a great weekend. You're absolutely as relaxed as you possibly can be. That could lead to some results. We saw him surprise us against Kellen Sperlin. He could do it again tonight.
Yeah, I mean, certain small breaks are good here and there. I think that you need that to stay hungry. I do that all the time. I've mentioned that to you, where I kind of take a couple nights off before a big tournament or whatnot, and kind of just go in a little bit hungrier than I normally would be, that I want to go and play darts for the weekend. I don't want to kind of come to that Sunday and feel the blues. So we'll see what these guys got in store tonight, but let's go ahead and take it to our tail of the tape. Let's start with our defending champion, Mr. Mike Maloney, aka Hulk Smash. What do you say, Sean?
Yeah, Hulk Smash for Excel Entertainment, playing out of the Cantina. Been playing for 18 plus years. The average coming into this, the 5.74, is the highest this season so far, but that's how Mike lives. He lives as the highest he could see. 626 on the All-Star rank list, and he's throwing those Mike Maloney Winmore 18-gram darts. He also comes into this with 49 9 marks with 2 white horses, 104 7 marks, 64 5 marks, and just 47 games played. That's insane, and it's going to be probably the difference tonight.
Yeah, that's a hefty MPR there. Just a good stat range to be fair, especially with the low amount of games or legs played there. So yeah, that is Mike Maloney, our defending champ. Well, let's go ahead and take it on over to Mike Carter, aka Dino Mike, who's playing for Troy Vinning out of Bull Shooters in Phoenix, Arizona. Been playing for 15 plus years. He's got a current average of 5.05 and 543rd on the All-Star ranking list. He's got, I think it's a stuttered stat still, but it's a 15 9 marks, 1 8 mark, 73 7 marks, and 3 white horses on the season. Throwing his monster Mike Carter 18-gram barrels, of course, and just a little preemptive on his who he's played. Mr. Chip Anderson, Kerry Thaxton, and then Kellen Sperlin to get to this point here. So pretty good run to get to this point. But then again, you have to have a good run when you're playing in the CSC.
Yeah, absolutely. And you named it. He is missing a game or a match. He only has 30 games played, and he's played 3 matches. So I think it's the Kerry Thaxton match that he did not get any stats on. But that being said, a 5.05 above that 5 average. We've seen him throw averages in the 6s, and many of them. Can he do that enough to beat Mike Maloney? Can he time these properly? That's going to be the difference tonight. But I don't think it's going to happen. I have Mike winning this 9-3.
We know what's going to happen here this evening, and it's probably going to be Mike Maloney throwing in hefty 6s on his throw. And when you're doing that on throw and you're playing against, so you have to be averaging almost a 7.5 to get the job done against that. That is such a tough task to ask. You almost have to be perfect throughout. So, yeah, you got to give the edge to Maloney here. And you're right in guessing like a 9.3, 9.4 mark. I think that would be a good guess here for our overall scoreline. But we don't know. I mean, Mike Carter just threw in a hefty 180 in his practice round there. I was just kind of glancing over and checking that out.
Yeah, he wasted that. That's for sure.
You blew it.
He's about to do the diddle. I know me. If I throw a 180, that's not happening again to me tonight. So he's a little bit better, thankfully. But let's go over those rules and specific format of the CSC Challenger Series. If you have not watched before, first of all, welcome. Make sure you hit that share button for us. It is a double elimination style tournament. This is the winner side top 4 match to see who's going to play Ram Guevara in our King Seat match. The players will play a race to 9, best of 17 legs, all cricket with a cork or 3-dart count up to start that match. That's what we're going to see here. The loser of the previous leg will start the next leg after that. If either player is down 3 or more legs, well, they will continue to go first because that is the Mike Maloney rule. If we go the distance
and go for speed,
those players will cork for starting the last leg decider. I am looking forward to this one. The 140 from Mike Maloney. Ooh, that's nasty. That's nasty.
Well, hello. What an interesting way to go. I mean, you forgo dart number 2 at the trip 20. You go directly down to the bull and then back up. What a ballsy play. I like it. Hello, Mike Carter.
That is someone who just gambled away a lot of money this weekend in Vegas and is just on the train of whatever,
He could have won a lot of money this weekend and could be just running on a high. That could be what is happening. Good start of a 6 mark. We'll take it. But that right off the bat could put Mike Maloney in a state of like, all right, let's get this job done here. I'm up for the task. Let's go ahead and throw a 9.
Oh, that wire unkind to him on dart 3. I don't know if it's going to. I think what it's going to do is put into Mike's head right away. Like, he threw a stupid shot and he paid off for him already. Like, this is what's going to happen to me tonight. And I'm going to be, because he does a ravel a little bit like that. But then Carter only hits a 2 mark on the 19s, and that's going to make the difference.
Yeah, that's going to cost you here. Maloney is going to make you pay on that 3rd dart. Bye-bye 20s. You could
I'm
bank
surprised
on
he did
it
on dart
happening.
2. I mean, do it on dart 2.
Either way you look at it, you want to start off the tone right. So I can see him going the extra points there for the 20. But still an uneasy position if you're Carter here, even getting rid of the 19s.
Yeah, I agree with that. And you see the Maloney double does not work for him there, which is probably why he threw the first dart at the 20 the last round. He wanted to make sure he hits his double here. But Carter needs to make it work right now, and it's not going to happen.
No,
those 20s are gone.
Not. Yes, they are. And possibly first dart here too. Yeah, first dart gone. Now down to the 17s with his last for more.
Yeah.
And here we go. Mike Maloney throwing a 6.25 right now. And this is what we're going to see probably throughout the night. You will probably rarely find that 5.5 range until later on. That's what we've seen at least the last few matches from him.
Yeah, he jumps out early now, for sure.
Hattie in the chat saying that's gross, the big fish count up. I would like to clarify that's actually the fish big because he shot it in a completely different order. Can't be the big fish. It has to be something different.
It's honestly a little bit more impressive, to be fair.
Honest, I agree with that completely on the impressive part.
That's nuts.
It was something. That was something of an idea. Look at Ram in the chat, goes already boring. He gets the winner of this match in the king seat. And I'm telling you what, the personality of these guys coming out in the way that they trash talk each other is it's so fun.
It's been really great, and this is what the CSC does. I mean, especially being able to chat here and see it live before your very eyes, whether it be on YouTube or Facebook Partners Promoting Darts or USA Darts. It doesn't matter. You're joining in just like most of our other players are to see what happens here on these evenings because they know it's going to be a good match.
Yeah, absolutely. And get a 5.84 from Maloney there, about 10 points above his average. And on matches like tonight, right, where he knows he has a statistical advantage over Mike Carter in average, and he's going to consider himself the favorite in most matches. This one, he's definitely going to think of himself as that. Do you think he's just playing average and trying to just average above a 6 tonight? And if he does that, he knows he's going to win. As we get our first boom goes the dynamite from Mike Carter.
I don't know. I don't think Mike's. I don't know. He doesn't really look over people in brackets. He knows he's there to do a job. So I don't necessarily think he's chasing an average, but he is always because he's a statistician and he wants to have the best stats out there. So it's hard. It's probably 50-50 on him chasing the average or, going there to beat Mike tonight. It's kind of that's probably his mindset.
I don't think Mike's going to appreciate you saying overlooking his opponent there.
Well, sorry. Good play. Good play, Sean.
Because he can look over his opponent. Mike Maloney, boom goes the dynamite. And Hulk smashes in his first 9. So they both have 9 marks this evening. Mike Carter did the exact same play that he did in the first round where he tried to close the 19s in the second throw after a big turn on the 20s. That has not paid off for him yet.
Well, you can see he made a gutsy play right there, and he thought about it before he made the play. He was wondering if he should hammer in another 17, and we'll see if this works out for him, what happens here. I think Maloney's going to get aggressive on the 17s, but not before throwing in an 18 first. Oh, well, he had to commit there after throwing the first and being well outside the intended target.
Yeah, Mike's going to be able to possibly get he's staying down. Oh, that's a tough one. When you stay down, you're making the right play there for sure. But to just have it miss entirely is definitely frustrating. And for someone like Mike Maloney, who, 104 7 marks in 47 games, like
that's so many, right? Yeah, that's a ton. That is an absolute ton.
And we talk about how a lot of you win with 7 marks.
It makes a big difference, doesn't it? I mean, even those clutch 8 marks, he's had 9 of them already this season. Those can be massive too, because those are they're as big as a 9 mark, and most of the time they are essentially a 9 mark. It just doesn't count for one. So, yeah, clutch darts being had by our defending champion and Mike Maloney, but he wants to repeat, man. That's what you're here to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other impressive thing about those 8 marks is a lot of players get them by hitting 3 triples, right? He shot a double at one of those times.
There's been a few that he's got a double there. Well,
boom goes the dynamite again from Mike Maloney, his second, this time on the 16s.
You kind of, I don't mind the stay. I figured a 17 was going to come into play on that last one.
Well, it should have, as Mike Carter gets one right back.
What a great back and forth for these two.
4 9 marks all in this leg.
Hulk going to hammer one right back, and now you got to get rid of the 17s, surely, right? No, you can't now.
Now, yeah, you got to stay. Opportunity here for Carter.
Had to hit the 2 darts in the triple with his first 2, and now Carter's got to come up with a triple, and he doesn't bank one.
That's going to be a tough round for him for sure, and could easily be the difference in this leg. But Maloney is trying to regift.
It kind of feels like a regift. I mean, only 4. Only 4. It's going to feel like the door's open here for Carter.
Oh, this is good. Is he staying again? He did stay again. Dynamite Carter. 3 9 marks in this leg.
Excellent play there. Forces Maloney to stay on the 16s with all 3. Needs a 9.
Oh, not going to get it.
He will not. And now Carter can attack with all 3 darts if he needs it. Granted, he kind of needs to hit the triple at least.
Oh, he's staying for the double.
He does make the smart play, though. I mean, he took the one shot at the 17s, pad those points a little bit more before going. If he would attack straight 16s there, if he only banks the 3 singles, Maloney has the play on the 15s and the close. This is a back and forth battle here, going down to the wire on the 16s, 15s.
Oh.
Now you have to hit a triple.
Yeah, you have to stay there. Is that the moment, Will?
This has to be the moment. I mean, you've had your chances on both sides, and now Maloney's going to take advantage. Exactly.
Yeah, big 6.
And you don't mind the play on this on the double with dart number 2, do you? Because if you hit the fat, you got another chance at it. I mean, great shot from Maloney to spread the point advantage his way, and now Carter's kind of in a position of an uh-oh situation.
Yeah, this leg might be over right here.
I think it is. Tough
hanger,
dart.
Sarge. Oh, that was close. It kissed it off that dart the right way.
It's such a tough dart that in that bowl there. So yeah, no surprise that he only comes up with a single. But yeah, job done here for Maloney as he escapes the second leg in what very well should have been Mike Carter's. What a back and forth battle that was.
Yeah, escaped on the 16s in that leg. And how about a second 5-8-4 from Mike Maloney? Back-to-back 5-8-4s to start off this match.
Well, one thing we talked about last week, boys, we talked about the over-under of total people in the live stream that mentioned, I bet Mike will win. We did already hit the over of 15. I did go back and count.
Boom. Yeah, we had a little personal bet going on, guys. We all hammered the over, by the way. And y'all delivered. We appreciate that. That's what we love about our chats. Y'all are always engaged and helpful. I've seen some big names in our chat tonight. Kevin Luke, Alex Spellman, Heather Fuller.
It's become a big deal. I like I was mentioning, everybody wants to tune in here. We've almost got 1,000 viewers. We've had a ton of people interested in our CSC Challengers this series this season. So keep it coming. Share this around. Let your friends know we're live. Share it to your leagues, your groups, your dark groups.
Your grandma.
Let them know, and that too.
Make
if you
it
want to go to
grandma.
your grandma, let her know. Hey, please come on and watch the darts. Do it. Why not?
Oh man. So we watch CNN 10 at school, like every day, the little 10-minute news. And Coy Wire is the personality. It used to be Carl Zeus for those that remember back in the day. But Coy today said he had bronchitis and nobody's got time for that. And I had to show my students that clip. Boom goes the dynamite from Mike Maloney.
A fun fact, Sean. Keep those to yourself. Here we go. I'm just kidding.
Amen.
Oh, no, that's not ideal for Carter here, as Maloney is going to keep the advantage his way. Keep on trucking.
Looking down. If there's one thing that Mike Carter has working for him so far, it's that Maloney is not hitting that last start triple to close his numbers. The problem with this is that Mike Carter has not made him pay for it. And you have to, because eventually it's going to hit.
Exactly. And you're correct. The last dart triple, that closing dart for Maloney just hasn't quite collected yet in this matchup, but you know it's coming, and here's a good start for him.
There's one of those 8 marks you mentioned.
Exactly. And you mentioned it too. A double going to come into play eventually on those. And there was a prime example as he's almost got this one locked in again for his leg.
I know it's early and we still got a few more matches, but it almost seems like this season Mike's been kind of destined to get through it, right? The first 2 matches, 9-8 victories, having to win last league deciders and hold his nerve there and able to do so twice in a row. And then against Jordan, just played extremely well. As Jordan's in the chat here. So those 9 marks he hits are just as painful as they always look. And it's right now, it just seems like that's how it's going this season. But yeah, still a long way to go in this match.
And there's a really tough season opener for him. I mean, to come out with Bob McCoy in your season opener, you know that's going to be a tough battle. And it really was, especially in person with the fiasco that was in store for that stream. So, yeah, I think that he's done really well this season to kind of prove why he's Mike Maloney and he's the defending champion of this bad boy. So, once again, the advantage will go to Mike Carter, who looks to gather a leg here, make this 3-1. You almost need to have 3-1 here.
I agree.
I see a great comment here from Josh Martinez. We'll field that one real quick. Basically asking 2 quick questions as they're getting into darts, and they apologize for them questions, no such thing. Is there a better way to hold your darts to be more accurate? And 2, when holding your darts, should you place your fingers at certain spots of the darts? How should you balance the weight to have more control? And I think the dart side already said it best. Dart grip is entirely about consistency and comfortability. You have to be comfortable with how you're holding the dart and trust that you naturally can hold it like that every single time. That's step number 1. If you want places of where to start, look up different pro players' grips and try holding the dart like that for a bit and seeing how that helps. And for me, the other thing I was told early on is take the middle weight of the dart, try to bounce on your finger, and grab at that point or slightly behind it is usually an easier place to start when building up your grip.
And just one last thing to add, Nick, and it's because this is a really misused piece of advice. Do not ever try to just hold it like a pencil and throw the dart that way. It's not the way to do it. Like you're not drawing something, you're throwing something. So while that might feel a little bit, yeah, you're going to want to move your dart out of the way a little bit of that.
What a opportunity there for Maloney, and he about shuts the door on the 20s. Good 7 mark, but back to Carter, who can swing it once again.
Yeah, and again, that's what I said earlier. He's just not hitting that last dart. Oh, he hits that last dart. Nice double.
Big play. I was just saying, big play. He shuts down that 19 that Maloney so loves.
Exactly. And has been living in. But yeah, it's funny how a move from a player looks so much better when it's done by one person versus the other.
See what happens here. They're kind of
Yeah,
thinking
Josh, just listen-
beforehand.
Josh, just
Go
listen to
ahead.
Alex in the chat. He makes a lot of sense there too.
Yeah, in fact, if everyone just listens to Alex, we'll be just fine. By the way, I don't know if people can see that. Ryan O'Flynn's on Facebook, but calm down. We apparently are going to have Alex Spellman Leonard Gates match next week. So let's just calm down, everybody. It's just not happening tonight.
Oh, didn't know that one was happening. Cool.
That's what Alex said. Said that Leonard told him that. I'm hoping that Leonard's right.
We're hoping.
Now I realize we just trusted the wrong person.
Oh,
Big 8 mark.
I'm hoping he's right, and if not, you can trust a good old Facebook feed from Alex Spellman on that one. But no, I'm sure that's what they probably have in mind. Well, we'll see.
The frustration from Carter.
Yeah, and rightfully so. He was in a situation where this is looking like his leg, and now not so much. Mike Maloney grabs a hold of the authority here once again.
And let's call this what I mean. He's throwing a 7.29 with another 9 mark there from Maloney. I don't care who you are. That's difficult. It's so difficult to beat.
It's 1,000% difficult. I mean, what can you do if you're Carter here, and even this 5.25 just isn't touching it, is it? You have to be throwing a 6.65 here against this, and kind of hope and pray it's enough. And right now, Maloney's just hitting what he needs to, looking for 4-0.
Yeah, the prayers are not being answered by the Dark Gods. But double would be fun. Aw. 5's still fun. Not enough.
Nick West bringing up a great point. Too many people try to play the point battle with Maloney. Maloney wins that battle 98% of the time. You got to be a little aggressive on your third dart if you want to win on point. If you're up on points, if you want to win, as Maloney goes up 4-0. Also, Johnny, great to see you, my man. Hopefully you got back safe as well.
Reminder, Nick West is also the guy who split 24 with his third dart with his opponent on tops. Let's just say that before we go any further. All righty, let's go. Sometimes we always don't make the smartest play.
Nothing will beat this weekend. 146, an open fat bull. Guy starts trip 16, leaves 98. I'm like, okay, I guess he's going trip 16 bull. No, he goes trip 16, trip 15 to leave 53. Did his math wrong. It was incredible.
Well, hello.
The trip 15 for 53 is nuts. That's a wowzer right there. That's
Shout
almost
out Jerry
as
Clemmer.
bad.
Shout out Jerry Clemmer.
That's
Whoopsies.
almost as bad as the time. Who was it? He was on a 9 darter and he did his math wrong and left an odd number for the last dart and didn't realize it until the last dart. And he's like, I shot 2 triple 19s. And he didn't have a shot at the 9 because of it.
Whoopsies. That would be is that Jamie Hughes? Yes, that was
Yes,
Jamie Hughes.
it was Jimmy Hughes. So funny.
That was good. As Alan Suter was behind him, like, "What are you doing, bud?" All right. Maloney,
And then they just laughed hysterically about it.
Right.
It's great.
No opportunity to close the door here. Needed to stay on those 18s and doesn't come up with enough. So Carter, what do you say, bud? Get one on the board when you can. Close us out as soon as you can. And not thrilled with that first start. I wouldn't be either. Well off the intended target.
I mean, it did hit the 18 at least. That's nice. It could have been.
I'd be almost more frustrated in that dart if it just landed right below into like a single 4 or a trip 4.
Yeah, I would too. And it was wide open on the bed, so that's good. And Maloney with an off leg here, Mike's got to take advantage, and you expect him to have to win not only this one, but he gets to go first in the next leg. And it would be really good if he got to at least 2 wins in this first 7.
Well, good distance here between our two competitors. Maloney needs to hammer in all of them. And
That gave him a
how did it go?
15. That gave him a 15.
That gave him 15 there. That is dirty on so many levels. It looked like a triple to me, a trip 15 that is, and now, oh, he gets lucky. Mike Carter doesn't close the door on the 17s. Right back at you, Maloney. Can you do it again?
He cannot.
Surprised he didn't get at
cannot.
least a triple.
Maloney did predict 5-2, maybe a 4-3 going into the break. So he was feeling pretty good about this position. If the 4-3 reality is going to come to fruition, though, it's up to Carter to win out here for this leg and the next 2.
Well, that's a good start. Big white horse from Mike Carter.
I think Carter needs to find a little bit more gas than this. But we'll see.
Yeah, he'll definitely win this one, and he'll get that start in the next leg, but don't expect Mike to shoot a 4 or 5 ever again.
Yeah, kind of surprisingly, but everybody's due for a skunker leg every once in a while, and Maloney, his time came now.
Can we just talk about how the fact that a 4-5-7 is a skunker leg, and how absolutely insane and Captain Insano that really is, you know?
Oh, and this
Unbelievable.
in this CSC Challenger Series, I mean, yeah, I guess we can consider the 4-5-7 a skunker leg.
I know. That's what's insane about that
it
is that you're not wrong.
It's nuts.
There we go. Mike Carter gets the first leg on the board. But again, Mike's not going to shoot a 4-6-3 again. I'm going to doubt
You
it.
don't assume so, yeah. But Carter's still got more than tank just on average alone. Right now he's averaging a 4.79 for the overall tournament, 5.05. So we'll see. And he gets to start once again, so bank on it. He's going to be tough here as well.
Stepping over to stay there. And that's a perfect start. The 9th of the evening between our two players. Is Mike going to fall? Yeah. Yeah.
Well, hello,
Rolls.
dear.
You never go Mrs. Doubtfire. You never go full Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh, it's so good.
Is he going to switch down? He did not.
And we'll see. Well, he's got a bank on a 7 minimum, and he's not going to get that. Only the 5, so get rid of the number, Carter.
Yeah, Mike. 6 mark is going to get him closer to that number, but not enough. I wonder when Carter's going to take a look at the 19s. He can't. Nick West said this great. You can't continue to let it be a point battle, and he knows he has to go back up, and he's frustrated about it.
He should be, and he may commit again. No, he goes right back up. I was thinking maybe he does go ahead and commit another dart at the 19. It's a tough situation because you're fighting fire with 2 sticks. It's a tough battle. You're gonna lose most of those opportunities, and
There
Mike,
goes the 20s.
Mike taking the play. Yep.
How many sticks do you recommend to fight a fire with, Will?
I mean, it takes a little bit too many of those sticks, my guy. I don't recommend it.
Oh boy. Brandon Perez, I do not know how you can convince your operator to get involved in PPD, but they're always accepting new members. Just go to dartstoc.com. Have your vendor contact them on the website. This is much better from Mike Carter. The problem is it's so much better for Mike Maloney right now, the 6.8. And he has the higher ground.
Yeah, it's a magnificent average, and we've discussed it. You know, if you're on throw and you're throwing a 6, your opponent has to be throwing around a 7 in order to best you. We'll see if this 6.5 is enough. I'm not sure it is. You can see Carter takes away the 18s here, back down to the 17s for more, nails it.
Great last start. Needed last start. It was blocked. He found his way through and gives him a little bit of cushion as Mike goes to those 16s.
Big time cushion. He's got to stay on the 16s for all of them. Barely nudges in a triple there as well. So come on, Carter, go 2 on the spin while you can.
Getting a little more cushion for the pushing. Nice 5 mark there on the 17s.
Well, okay.
I mean, like pushing up those points, you know?
Nobody said that was nothing wrong with that. Big 9 mark from Maloney. Wow.
And Carter fires back with a 9 mark of his own. This is impressive. Fire's fighting fire right now. And I like what I'm seeing out of Carter. The problem is he's already down 4-1.
This is an excellent back and forth, and I think that may have just been enough for Carter to get over this line.
Yeah, he has an opportunity to coffin shot if he wants.
Yeah, don't mess about. Get rid of these numbers while you can. At least the 16. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Ruh-roh raggy.
Get rid of the 16. For the love of God, get rid of the 16.
For the love of God, cherish it. He's going to 17s.
I don't know about that.
Me either.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Automatic turnaround right there. And we can argue it all day about whether or not he should have taken a shot at the 16s in that situation. And if you argue that he should have, then you're right. But if he hits the 17s, you're right there too, you know, and that's where it's hard to really overthink this, but he's going to lose his leg now.
It looks like it. I mean, unfortunate predicament. He knew he was in a tough spot, and I think that's why you saw only the 2 there. And yeah, Maloney's going to Maloney as he'll try to go up 5-1 here. Tough dart incoming, but could be able to place it off. Not quite. I mean, it was a great battle though from Carter. I mean, averaging a 6 throughout, but the problem is you got Maloney right on your tail. And yeah, I think you just got to commit on the 16s there and make the play. And he didn't.
Yeah, and Mike's starting to get frustrated with the landing spot of his first darts because they're blocking the bigger scoring segments for him every time. But Mike Maloney, 6.26 to put pressure on Mike Carter in that leg the entire time. And it is now 5-1 Maloney.
This is a win-win moment, though, for Mike Carter. If you think about it, if he wins the leg, doubles his total legs won for the night. If he loses it, Mike Maloney sucks at 6-1 advantages. So
He
really,
does.
there's a lot of positives here.
I don't know if sucks is the right word for it, but he definitely has not been good at the 6-1 advantages.
I gotta say it, I've heard a lot of dumb statements from Nick in my life. That's up there for the dumbest statement I've ever heard in my life. Well, there's a lot of upsides here. No, there's not. You are getting your
Just a
butt
reminder.
whooped on TV
Just a reminder. You picked Fierce Melon as the best Gatorade flavor. Your opinion no longer matters in my court.
It matters more than you, Bobby Hill. All right, come on now.
Okay, big 7 mark there from Maloney, and I'm just here so I don't get fined. As Mike Carter's going to step up, looking at the 20s. This has been a tale as old as time in this match tonight, and unfortunately, Carter has been on the wrong side of this tale over and over again.
Yeah, real Beauty and Beast affair, huh?
Was it going to go that far?
Tales in his time. So I had to hit you with the Beauty and the Beast reference. If you're gonna go Beauty and the Beast, I got to. Come on.
Now I've heard a lot of stupid statements from Will Stewart over the years.
All right.
Use guys.
Wrangle it in here. I hope you folks are ready for the Tournament of Champions coming up in just a few short weeks. That's right. TOC is right around the corner. I hope you are joining us in Kansas City at the Expo Center. If not, you can watch right here on USA Darts as well as Partners Promoting Darts. We got you covered with the stream. Not 1, 2 streams, 6 boards of coverage this year. So make sure you tune in for that one.
I know I will be, as that's a big 9 mark from Mike Carter. Boom goes the dynamite. Who's going to TOC? Let us know in the chat. Who's going to be there? Raise that hand up. Give those hand emojis if you're going.
Bringing
that
doubles
way we know
back.
who to avoid.
I know a lot of people are excited for that one. Doubles.
9 back from Mike Maloney. And yep, got to love doubles.
Yeah, neck and neck on the 9s. 8 for Maloney, 7 for Carter here. Serenity, I think D-Dot is actually the next weekend. That's Continental Cup weekend. But, yeah, I think you... What is it, 18 to compete at TOC?
Yes.
I believe so. Don't quote me on that.
I think that is also
I
correct.
played in it when I was 18. I don't know if they've changed the ruling on if you could be under 18 or not, though.
Well, how about the Mother of Dragons is going to be there, of course.
May have to consider that, considering the certain current circumstances with darts and just the intense level of the younger generation that's coming abroad. Peyton Hammond winning the WDF youth event this past weekend. Congrats to him.
Amazing.
From Canada. Got a few youngsters that are really impressive right now, whether it be in Canada or right here in the USA.
Liam Musser's in the CSC as well. So, like, there's players in this program that fall in
Exactly.
that range, as that's a big shot from Mike Carter. And so we've talked about it. And PBD is definitely I believe they changed the rule in how the finales worked. It used to be 21 up for the finales as well. And also there used to be a lot of rules because of the old alcohol branding partnership they had back before COVID.
Yeah, that would have been the little Baca thing going on there, probably.
Well, you can always spread a little vodka my way if you want to. Anyway.
Nothing wrong with a little screwdriver before the stream. Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah,
that's what I always say.
There's a lot wrong with it. A lot wrong with it. We don't do that
Yes,
one, unfortunately.
it sure is.
All righty. Maloney looking for leg number 6 with a 6.36. Wow.
I believe that's back-to-back of those, too, and it's a 6-1 lead for Mike Maloney over Mike Carter. Yeah, I mean, we're going to hear from both players during this break, but Mike Maloney is ready to get on cruise control here after the break.
Yeah, certainly so. We'll be right back. Nick has some great interviews with both of our players, and then we'll be, here for the conclusion of this match right when we're done here. So we'll be right back.
Join here for another week of CSC action in a top 4 matchup. Dynamite Carter joining us once again. But before we get into it, Mike, what bar are you playing out of tonight and what vendor are you playing for?
The best bar west of the Miss, Phoenix, Arizona. Bull shooters, baby.
Love it for Troy Vending. And of course, we have some great stuff in front of us. But before that, we saw you on the live stream play against Kellen Sperlin, the best dressed man in the CSC, in my opinion. Can you talk to us a little bit about that matchup from your perspective?
That was a good match. I felt very comfortable in that. I thought it was going to be a lot closer than it was. I think he struggled a little more than he probably usually would have. Maybe the stream did that. I don't know, but I didn't shoot as good as I thought I wanted to. But it was a good win, and it was a good match. I felt comfortable in that one.
Now, of course, I want to talk to you about your matchup against Mike Maloney tonight and your game plan. But more importantly, if you get the win tonight, would you consider that an upset?
Who am I playing?
Mike Maloney?
Mike Maloney. Oh, okay. I didn't know. Okay, gotcha. Here's the thing. Most players would have trouble coming back from Vegas after 4 days of the bachelor party and then get about a half-hour warm-up and to go against Mike Maloney. Unfortunately for Mike, this is going to be a 9-0 win, I feel like. I'm going to shoot like a 6-8, and it's just going to be I feel bad for him. It's just going to be your post-game interview with him is going to be tough.
Oh man, I'm already excited to hear the reactions of this because this is going to be playing at halftime. I love it. And I gotta ask you too. You're guaranteed a top 6 position right now. If you win, of course, you're guaranteed top 3, getting to that seat match. How's it feel to be making this deep of a run here in season 9?
Felt good after the last season. I think I went 1 match or something. I lost the next 2 or something. So it feels good to be retired and shooting still good, you know?
Absolutely. Making retirement look great. Is there any shout outs you want to do to your friends, fans, family, anybody else watching along, or any cameramen around the world?
Shout out to Mike Redmond holding the camera for me as we're driving back from Vegas. As always, thank you, friends, family, everybody's sponsor, everybody's monster, everybody's really supportive and love the CSC, man. Love PPD, what you guys are doing. It's always a good time and good competition, and we're excited. So hopefully we put on a good show tonight.
Well, we're excited to have Dynamite Carter back on the live stream once again for what should be another great CSC matchup to see who goes on to that seat match. So, Mike, we're going to waste no more time and wish you nothing but the best of luck tonight.
My name is Mike Carter, and you're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
Eyes on the road, Mike.
Push the limits and bring your game to the next level when you shop and save 15% off the Red Dragon Paradigm Darts for our September Dart of the Month special. These 90% tungsten darts come in 2 barrel shapes, tapered and torpedo, and offer the same milling across both barrels with radial grooves and diagonal notches in each section. The Paradigm darts also feature a dual coating for a smooth touch in the front and a rougher feel in the back. Each box also comes with a set of hardcore premium flights which feature a sweet holographic effect that will light up your darts with every color of the rainbow as you throw. You can also get a chance to win a Red Dragon Snakebite jersey in the size large with a monthly raffle. How do you enter? Just purchase our September Dart of the Month special and you'll automatically get entered. The giveaway ends October 1st, so don't miss out on your chance for free stuff. Tap the banner on our homepage at a2zdarts.com to shop the Dart of the Month, and don't forget we ship internationally. Best of luck to everyone.
Join here for another great week of CSC action, and I am excited to be joined by Hulk Smash Mike Maloney, our most winningest player in CSC history. But before we get into everything, Mike, tonight, what saloon are you playing out of, and what vendor do you play for?
As always, playing out of the Cantina in Oswego, Illinois, and I play for Excel.
And we're looking forward to seeing you on here once again. We actually had you start off our season with a great match against Bob McCoy. Talk to us a little bit about your perspective on that matchup.
Oh, I like the way it started. I like the way it ended, but the middle got rocky there. I knew coming in that Bob and I have always had some really strong battles, and once he started hitting those first 2 darts, I knew I was in trouble. I kind of stumbled a little bit from the pressure, and luckily I got it done in the end, but that was way too close for comfort. And then even same thing followed in the second match. I feel I played strong all the way through that second match for Sean, and another last leg decider. I'm lucky to get through them, but yeah, it was not ideal. I'd like to win a little easier than that.
Well, tonight you have another tough opponent in Mike Carter, Dynamite Mike Carter. What's going to be your game plan heading into this match? And secondly, because I got a chance to talk with him already, what's going to be your scoreline prediction at halftime?
At halftime, well, that's 7 legs. You know, it's tough. If I come out strong, I feel I can do that, hit that 5-2 range. If I'm not, and you know, we've been seeing the way he's been capitalizing on opportunities, it could go, you know, to that 4-3. I hope that I stay up at least a leg, but you never know. Mike is coming off of an eventful weekend for him, so I don't know what kind of form or feel he's going to have today. Hopefully it's in my favor, but yeah, Mike has not been putting up the numbers I have, but he's definitely been taking the opportunities week after week. So if he's doing that against me today, then so be it. But I'll just have to try to counteract with some of my own.
And then, of course, you're deep into the bracket. If you were to lose out from here, you would get top 6. You're 1 away from the seat match, 2 away from a finals appearance. What do you think is your percent likelihood here of getting to the finals and getting that win and getting another CSC title under your belt from this position?
I like the chance on every week. I don't really care who I play. I know that certain players I have to be a little more on my game than others, Ram being one of them. The only solace is if I can get to that king seat match and hold the seat, that somebody has to dip me, which should prove to be difficult for anybody. But I don't know, percentages, we've seen Ram come unglued at times. I know I've done the same. I guess I just have to steer clear of those nights of his or whoever else is going to be there.
And then is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
Yeah, I love all the people who come out to the cantina. It's awesome when everybody comes out. We have some drinks and have some laughs. I love everybody who tunes in, whether it's for me or against me. But you know, let's pump up the stream numbers for PPD and USA Darts and keep them coming.
Well, we love it. Let's waste no more time here. We've got a great match in front of us. So, Mike, we wish you nothing but the best of luck in your match.
I'm Mike Maloney, and you're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
Well, you see, what you saw there was not illegal at all. I mean, those guys certainly were not driving. I mean, no way. No way. Definitely false. So here we go. Back to the match. 6-1. Mike Maloney with the advantage here. This is going to be awfully tough to come back from, isn't it, Sean?
Yeah, for sure. He's got a tough test ahead just to win a couple more legs. But we'll see what happens. You never can tell, and we'll see kind of how Mike throws to start off this after the break. He's had a couple of steps to his throw, but not right now. So that's telling you a good sign.
Yeah, good 7 from each of our competitors here. But yeah, I mean, it definitely should be 5-2. Could have been 4-3, but it's a tale of a different tape here as Mike just continues to do Mike things. He's the defending champion for a reason, and he's playing like it tonight.
Yeah, I agree completely. It's why I picked him as my favorite to win this season. It's why he's the defending champion. He just continues to perform in high pressure situations and do so consistently. Carter, though, trying to play with that high ground, and you can see him closing the 18s early. I like the way that he's moving around the board right now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, go ahead and grab those points you need. You need 2 on the 18s. Close them out. Force Mike back downstairs. Although he's good at the downstairs here, he's good at those 17s and 19s. And he shows you why.
Yeah, good darts there from Mike. See if that pressure can affect Carter, and it has. Last start might not be enough.
Don't think it's going to be enough. You'll probably hammer in at least a triple here. And take a look.
Yeah, he's going to be upset about that last start. He shorted it by a couple holes. I'm always surprised by that last start. He just stays up there for extra points, and I feel like he's getting more 7 marks doing that than he would if he switched on that last start. And it keeps letting Mike
tempting.
do this.
Yeah, exactly. It's tempting because you're tempted to stay up there with the high ground. You've got the 20s to his 17s, but he's just so dang good. It's tough, and we said it earlier. You kind of try to make the play to end things as quick as you can here, and Mike really has not done that.
No, he does the exact same thing there. Only difference now is that he's up enough points to where Mike won't get a look at that third dart. And you can see him kind of switching around here.
But hey, 102-point spread for Carter. You feel like that's going to be enough for him to go ahead and at least grab another wedge. Yeah, there you go. Grab a 16 or something. Because chances are Mike will probably take it away whether he's close or not this next round.
He was not happy with that first start. He's wondering where the heck that one went.
Near on that. Yeah, nowhere near on dart number 2.
So Carter now, let's see how he attacks. Staying there. Okay. Good 6 mark from Carter. Yeah, and Mike's not going to do enough here. So Carter should be able to make this a 6-2 score line. And with the PPD player advantage rule, he will go first until it's 6-4. If he were to win the next 3 legs on the spin. But doing that on the second dart is not going to help anything. At least he clicked off the dart on dart 3 to go into the double.
Yeah, one leg's not gonna, not gonna bother him by any means.
No, and Benny's saying, good thing he's got a 5-game cushion. It does help. And Carter does make it 6-2. Second leg for Mike in the 4s, a 4-8-9 there from him. So coming out of the break, a little slow.
I think
What
there
was
was.
What was that from Mike?
Which one?
4-8-9.
What was that? Carter.
5-1-7.
That's what I was thinking.
There's,
Sorry, Nick, go ahead.
No, you're okay. There's a lot of discussion with the fact that Carter, having the bachelor party in Vegas and everything, like what form was he going to come into. And even in his interview, he told me after he finished recording that he was going to be driving and pretty much not have nearly as much warm up time as he normally would for something like this. Honestly, his average is hanging right around the same range he has been for the whole season, but I feel like it's more so really coming down to shot selection that's making the biggest difference tonight. I think that shot selection, if he goes for a little bit more of an aggressive style, might just have been the difference maker. It's not the question of was he prepared for the match. I think he was.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think it really the weekend's not going to have so much to do with it. These guys play under a lot more stressful conditions than that.
Dart just
Vegas for 3 days is just like the Sunday of a dart tournament after playing Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Whoa,
now.
like
there's no difference.
It depends. Some people go way too hard in Vegas. But
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about other people.
Calm down here, sir. Calm down here. All righty. Don't be telling everybody. Anyway, no, I think darts is very interesting, though. I mean, you could say that you don't get a good warm up in or whatnot, but sometimes you only need 10 minutes, and all of a sudden you find your groove and find a stride, whether it be at the very beginning of the match or a couple legs in. It's just kind of interesting how it works out like that. So we'll see. Carter could still have his best to come here, but it's a tough task as Maloney shuts the door and forces him to the 17s.
Oh, I like this dart. I like this, Mike Carter. That's better. Boom goes the dynamite. I'll give him one for that.
That was a good play.
Get rid of the 18s on dart too.
It was a good play, but
well, you can't beat good darts, and you definitely can't beat great darts, and that was a great dart. Great round there, recovery from Mike Maloney. Can Carter do it one more time?
He makes you answer the question, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. And you see the snap of the arm in frustration there from Carter.
Nick in the background saying, shoot the trip 16. Take the gamble dart.
He is.
It's not a bad play there. I mean, you can't fault him for doing it. Problem is, Mike's been automatic on the 15s.
And there it goes. So will this pay off or not? No, it will not.
Yeah, it's not going to.
Wow. He even got extra there at the end. A 6-8-3. Mike Carter just shot a 6-0 going first and lost that leg. It's now 7-2. And if I'm Mike Carter, I realize right now I have zero shot of coming back in this match.
That is a dirty leg of darts right there between those two competitors, and Maloney doing what he needs to do to grab the leg with a 6.83 overall average right now, 5.91 to Carter's 5.06. Good back and forth, but Maloney only needs 2.
And he's staying. Interesting move from Maloney. Another 9 mark.
I don't mind it on this play because you can put him away in this next round, pending what he does. Yeah, he only hits.
And I'm not going to argue. Yeah.
Only hits the 5, so your 1 triple is fine. 2 is going to be A-okay. You take a look with the 3rd and close it.
Yeah, and I'm never going to argue with Mike Maloney because he has been out in front of these types of situations all night long. And there's back-to-back 9s also helps when you just hit everything you shoot at right now. And Mike is doing exactly that. He's not missed a dart in 4 turns.
What a go from Maloney.
He is 12 for 12 on darts. Because he went 9 mark, then the trip 15, double bull, and then 9 mark.
Yeah, perfect darts from Maloney. Yeah, you're right. And he can continue this on for a little while. Let's see.
He is. Oh, my. Another 9 from Maloney.
Well, this we're certainly seeing something
now
here,
he's just
aren't we,
taking the
folks?
club to the baby seal here. You know, like that's. I feel like he's just. It's almost inhumane what he is doing right this second. Benny, you still want to switch partners, or are you good now?
Come on, Mike. Keep it going, bud. I love this.
Oh, my goodness. Well, we have a Michael Jordan number of 9 marks. And look at Mike Carter. He's just like, what? What are you doing, man? Come on now. See, I told you. It probably feels like he's getting beaten over the head like a baby seal right now.
14 9 marks now for Maloney, and needs a double bull to keep it perfect. Perfect for the match. Perfect for the leg. That doesn't make sense. Whatever.
He gets that done. I mean, 8.36 is going to be the best average we're going to see ever, maybe.
That was really, really good. What a leg of darts from Mike Maloney. Misses a dart at the double. That's all he missed there. And you were right. He had 2 perfects going into that. So,
yep.
What?
I'm going to call that 7 in a row.
That is nasty. Clip it. And I'm afraid to say, this may be Carter's last with that start. He almost needs 6 mark minimum against Maloney.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to keep it up forever, luckily. But good darts from Carter.
I can assure you one thing. It's going to be a little interesting if this plays out the way it has been. Mike Maloney versus Ram Guevara for another run. Yellow.
Listen, I'm starting to really love that rivalry.
What? Did you hear something? Na-na-na. You might get the call up for that one.
I wish they knew what this all meant, because that was a gross 7 rounds there in a row from Mike.
That was filthy. That'd be an ESPN top 10 right there.
I mean, probably number 10, but still, it would have been on it.
No doubt. No doubt. You feel like he needs to make a play on the 18s here, but he can't afford to. If you miss that triple with the first and second.
And another big 9 from Maloney.
And he just keeps on trucking, doesn't he? He's in a position to take this one as well. It's just a 4, but it's a 4 that means so much.
And with Mike only throwing a 4-2 right now, he's got to raise it up quickly, or else this is over. You can see it just wire is the frustration that he's dealing with. But in reality, this is the frustration he's dealing with.
I mean, what do you do
Guy
against
just can't
this?
miss. He doesn't miss. He doesn't miss. It's gross. It's absolutely disgusting what he is doing right now. Man, that king seat match against him and Ram is going to be mighty tasty.
Remember, they have our highest 9 marks in a night. They very well could do that again here. Let's hope. But Mike Maloney trying to finish it off here. Needs 3 bulls for the win. You said 9-3. How about a 9-2?
I mean, and nothing wrong that Mike Carter did.
You're not wrong. I mean, there was nothing wrong he did there. He averaged right above his current average for the season at a 5.10, but Maloney doing Maloney things. We said he was halfway approaching an average here of he wanted a 6.0, and once again he gets it. He gets a 6.13. What a
6.13 is what he ended with.
What a great run for Mike Maloney. Yeah, and
he had 2 legs in the 4s.
Yeah, he had 2 legs in the 4, but he had also a leg that was an 8.36. Come on now. I mean, that's going to jump you a little bit too.
Down,
yeah. I think that he raised 0.2 on that one alone. Just impressive stuff. So once again, another dominating performance from Mike Maloney. Now we get it again, though. Mike Maloney versus Ram Guevara for our Hill. Guaranteed third place finish for either one of those individuals. Mike Carter, on the other hand, is going to run back to the loser side and hope to kind of battle back into a position where he could possibly grab the title, but he's got a tough road ahead, especially when you got Leonard Gates, Alex Spellman. They're going to battle out on the loser side, and then a couple more individuals. You got Nick Yeast and a couple more. Who knows?
Yeah, that loser side is a gauntlet of just top pros. And don't forget the new Target Japan launch alert. Discover the 3 new player barrels from Target Japan today by shopping the new collection at A2ZDarts.com. Just tap that banner on their homepage to browse the launch.
What a great send off there, Sean. Excellent stuff.
Hey, Wednesday, John Edwards, Devin Hunter is going to be a great match as well. 2 guys that know each other pretty well. John Edwards has been coming in with a tear this season in division number 2. Devin Hunter shot phenomenal in his last match. I'm really looking forward to Wednesday. These are always so close, and the battles are always epic.
Yeah, and the way, I mean, we saw Devin play once already. We're going to see John, who, let me tell you what, John's been on a tear this season. Going to be a good battle. You're going to want to tune in Wednesday night, 8 p.m. USA Darts, Partners Promoting Darts, whether it's YouTube or Facebook. We got you covered with the action. Set your alarms now. What do you got for us?
Speaking of alarms, new Target Japan launch alert. Discover the 3-player barrels from Target Japan today by shopping the new collection on A2ZDarts.com. Just tap the banner on their homepage to browse the launch.
Oh, my goodness. And on that note, we're out of here. Take care, folks. We'll see you next time.